And just like that, I'm in Dublin, Ireland, or that's how it would seem. It is Monday night here in Dublin, Ireland, and the flight over. I caught a flight last night out of Cleveland. It took me over to Chicago, and then from Chicago I got on a plane at 7 at night. And much to my surprise, the flight from Chicago over to Dublin was only 7 hours. I got on board thinking that I was in for like a 10 or 11 hour flight. So that was probably because I was thinking for some reason I was flying from the West Coast, which would have added those extra 3 or 4 hours. But anyway, all in all, the flight was comfortable. It was American Airlines. And, you know, an overnight flight, all the lights are out and everybody's trying to sleep. I hate flying by plane. Well, as opposed to what? Flying with my arms. But anyway, no, I hate plane travel. Long flights are just, and me just don't agree. Going back to the States, that's a little bit different because you travel during the daytime. And as long as I have internet or something to do, I'm okay sitting on a plane. But overnight with the lights out trying to sleep, that's just not me. Anyway, so I got into Dublin Airport this morning at about 8:30, and there were two options to get down to the city center. I'm staying at the hotel. It's called the Castle Hotel here in Dublin. And I found it on United Airlines using my miles. It was about 13,000 miles per night. And it's an okay hotel. It's not. It's an old hotel, I would say. The room is smaller than I would have liked. I've got two very small twin beds in there, but it's quiet and it's clean, and the shower is good. So I'm here for 3 nights, and I had to wait till 2 o'clock to check in today. So I killed some time by going down to Starbucks and actually doing some work. I do have to remind myself, not too much, but I do have to keep in mind that I'm working right now. This is a working week for me. So I've got to put in my time for my client, or clients, I should say. But I was able to do that at Starbucks and then check into the hotel, and I actually took a nap. So the next 2 or 3 days are going to be spent primarily. Not a lot of sightseeing. I'm just going to kind of spend the days working, and then maybe at night or in the evenings I'll kind of take strolls around the different parts of Dublin that interest me and bring you along in doing so. Tonight we're going to walk down to an area called the Temple Bar area. From what I understand, it's a rather busy area, and there are a lot of pubs, a lot of music, and a lot of interesting people walking around. So we'll see. I should also mention that, you know, when I arrive in a city that's not familiar with me, such as Dublin, I always ask myself, or ask other people rather, what are the bad parts of town? You know, what parts of town do you want to stay away from, especially at night? And I don't know necessarily that this hotel is in the bad part of town. But I think that it's definitely in one of the less desirable parts of town if you're going to get a hotel. I think the best places for hotels are actually across the river where we're going. But those are probably also a little bit more pricey. So anyway, with that in mind, let's get on the road and let's see Dublin, okay? So this is the Castle Hotel here. It's not really doesn't look like a castle. But anyway, it's, as I said, it's clean and comfortable. It actually got good reviews, and that's something that I look for. So it had some, about a 4 out of 5 average review. So with that, you know, I feel comfortable that I found a good place to stay. So this is the street here that it's on, and you can see it's right over across from a large church. So it's getting dark, and I want to find my way down to the river area so I can catch some of that before it's too dark. So let's get this little quick tour underway, if we shall. I should also mention that I wasn't going to do a video tonight, but you know, I know that my number one fan, you know, well, I should say my only fan, Todd in Baltimore, he just wouldn't be able to get on. It was this day without wondering, you know, how my first day in Ireland went. So Todd, I appreciate you being my number one, my only fan, and let's go see Ireland, shall we? Okay, the street that we're on right now is O'Connell Street, and this, I would assume, is one of the busier streets, just on all the pedestrian traffic that I see walking down here. So you can see the characters, and you got to be careful walking around here because of the bad elements, if you will. So I'm just going to take a walk, find my way down to the river, and we'll see. Here's another area down here. You got to really watch yourself because all the streets on the road, it'll say, you know, you look down, it says look left, look right, you know, or something like that. So let's find our way down to the river. So what you're looking at here is going to be my home office for the next couple of days. It's a McCafe, and as I travel, I always try to scout out places like this. They have free Wi-Fi, and they're open 24 hours. So unlike the Starbucks that I was in earlier, this will be a great spot to come and do some work the next couple of days. I don't think my friend Edit would forgive me if I didn't at least once say, so here we are. So here we are, Dublin, Ireland. And I don't even know the name of this river, but when I'm traveling and I like to go for a walk, I'll usually like to walk up and down the banks of a river because it gives me good reference points as opposed to walking through the city. And starting to get dark, so I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to be walking around too much longer with this $1,500 camera. It's too much of a target, I think. So you can, I'm just going to do a 360 here, and you can see the, that's the other side of the river, supposed to be the better side if I'm not mistaken. So I'll do the full 360. Let's go find our way down to the, what's called the Temple Bar area. Alright, so this is the beginning of the Temple Bar area, and it's where all the bars are. So there's a group out over here under a bar called the Palace Bar. Looks like they're having some fun. So I'm just going to take a walk down. If I see anything interesting, I'll share it with you. Here's a colorful pub that I saw. It's the Oliver St. John Gogarty Bar. I saw this on the cover of a travel brochure and on the airplane coming over here. So it's probably about 6:30 at night, and you can see the bars are starting to get rather crowded. I noticed that on Thursday, my birthday, the 26th, it's known as Arthur's Day here in Dublin, or Ireland, I should say. And Arthur, I believe, it's Arthur Guinness. You know, Guinness beer is everywhere around here. So we'll see what that's all about come Thursday, and I don't know if I'll be in Dublin or not on that day, but who knows? We'll see. Just up the street from that pub, you can see there's a band playing here out on the sidewalk. Actually pretty good. Quite a few people watching them. Somewhere along here I'm going to find myself a little bite to eat, I think, and maybe even get myself a Guinness beer. You can see there's live music going on inside here also. You can imagine what this place is like on a Friday or Saturday night. Just further up the road there is a real colorful bar called the Temple Bar, and it's just really beautiful. You can see the flowers hanging down in big baskets. And And as you can hear, there's another gentleman here playing some music. I don't know if that's an Irish song, but sounds pretty good. Alright, so let's go have, I think I might go have a beer in the Temple Bar Beer Garden. Why not? Alright, so my first Guinness beer here in Ireland, and I have a feeling this week it's going to be probably the first of many more to come. So with that, I'm going to call it a night, enjoy my beer and some music, and then head back to the hotel and grab some shut-eye for another day here in Dublin. Have a good day.